Let's look into this. It's as if menstrual cycle and yeast infection are working hand in hand. Immediately after menstruation, constant itching and discomfort follow. You might have even changed all your underwears thinking that they are the cause of the problem. Antifungal medication is always in your bag because of this stubborn yeast infection. But wait, have you ever wondered why this constant itching discomfort keep coming back even after the treatment you've applied, even after the personal hygiene that you have been practicing? There are some things that you are doing that is harming you unknowing to you. There are some things you are doing that you don't know that this is what is bringing this infection back, and you don't even know that they are the cause of the problem. These are the things that you need to avoid to prevent this recurring yeast infection. Avoid refined sugar. You see these non-alcoholic beverages that we are taking, those things are harming you. If you are always consuming it in large quantity, those might be the cause of the recurring yeast infection. You know, yeast, which is candida, feeds on sugar. So the more you consume sugary foods, the more you consume processed food, the more it keeps on growing. So it's as if you are feeding the yeast to grow more and more, and that is why the yeast cannot stop growing. You need to also avoid food that are high in carbohydrate, because carbohydrate is also converted to lactose in the body, and it also feed the yeast. But all these things you are avoiding is just for the meantime. You are not going to avoid it forever. It's just for you to tackle that recurring yeast infection that you are having. And the third thing is that avoid the excessive intake of antibiotics. Antibiotics interferes with the normal floras in your vg. So if you are always taking it, it will cause the excessive growth of candida, which leads to the itching you are always having. So don't abuse antibiotics, it is not good. And the fourth and the most common thing among women is excessive washing of your vg. Why are you always washing it? You are washing out your normal floras. As you are doing that, you are interfering with them. That can also lead to the recurring yeast infection. If you always have yeast, you always need to keep your vg dry. It does not have to get wet always. As a lady, when you urinate, it's always advisable to use water to wash up. But if you are always having recurring yeast infection, I always advise you use tissue, a good tissue to just dab up than to use water, because you need that place to be dry as possible as you can. Because once it's wet, it's also giving room for the growth of the yeast. So always try and make it dry. Then once you are done treating the yeast, you can start using water to wash up again. If you want me to give a natural recipe for yeast infection, do let me know in the comment section below. You are welcome.